Quantitative and qualitative assessment. In order to find answers to various evaluation issues, we need to collect and measure data in a systematic way. We have to then use this data to analyze and to interpret it in order to make evaluative judgments about our learners' performance. This would lead to innovation in our teaching techniques. Data can be expressed in numerical value in quantitative evaluation. The results can be taken from tests, checklists, surveys, and basically this is based upon a positivist approach and an objective way of analyzing and evaluating. Qualitative evaluation, on the other hand, refers to the quality, the type, and the depth of whatever is being evaluated. And such a data is often very rich in the information which it gives, and it is subjective in nature. Examples of qualitative data include the notes which teachers usually make during interviews, classroom observations, and case studies, verbal descriptions of how a learner progressed through a course. The process of measuring using such data is known as assessment. However, it is important not to rely only on one measure of evaluation because it might give unreliable results, and it is better that quantitative and qualitative methods both are combined and different tools are used in order to carry out a just evaluation. When you use more than one method, it is referred to as triangulation. In the research context, basically you are using different perspectives to assess the same thing. However, in the business world, this type of method is called a 360-degree evaluation. A proficiency test, for example, can be assessed in two ways. It can be assessed with norm referenced, for example, in which the scores are compared with each other. We can say that Mary scored 90 out of 100 in the top 10%. Or alternatively, it can be criterion reference when we compare it with an external standard and which gives a qualitative information. For example, the Council of Europe would describe a proficiency test in these terms: can understand the main points of clear standard input on familiar matters, regularly encountered in work, school, leisure, and so on, can deal with most situations likely to arise while traveling in an area where the language is spoken, can produce simple connected texts on topics that are familiar or of personal interest, can describe experiences and events, dreams, hopes, and ambitions, and briefly give reasons and explanations for opinions and plans. Students' performance can be described both quantitatively and qualitatively, assigning numbers, ranking, and letter grades, as well as written descriptions, oral feedback, and narrative reports. In education, measurement is the process of quantifying and the observed performance of classroom learners, to quote Brown and Abby Vikrama.